Hello, wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to the coast, the southern coast of the Sea of Fallen Stars, as we journey once more all the way across to the far east of Faerun to Chessenta. And I am very happy to be back here with all of these lovely people over here and all of you lovely people over there in chat. I see you. Let's do some shout-outs over here. Who we got? Charlie, thank you so much for earlier. Everyone, if you missed it, do jump over into the VODs and catch our inaugural episode. Session 1 of Wild Beyond the Witchlight was this morning for us, yesterday for you Americans and North American types. And Charlie was playing in that. Thank you so much once more, Charlie. It was great. D&D comic, a fabulous artist over there, everyone. Do check them out. It was a pleasure to catch your stream earlier at lunchtime, sir. Baron Dragon Ball, thank you so much. And thank you for the heads up about the Frost Maiden thing. I've changed it. It is fixed. Who else we got? Robblejack's good to see you as always. Lord Kosh, always a pleasure. And down here, who's going down here? The players. And just your average magic player. Welcome back. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining us again. And thank you, Sceptic, for continuing that sub that you got from Candy. Now, let us jump into this and say not only a thank you to all of you lovely people over there and on screen here, but also those over in the VOD Squad. The VOD Squad, you say? Yes, there is a YouTube channel where you can catch up on all of our VODs of previous campaigns and those that are in process and in current play as well. And you can keep up to date with all of the fantastic adventures that we have going on. It is always a pleasure to have you along with us for those adventures whenever you can. And while we're on the subject of saying thank you, let us do a massive shout-outs to the wonderful people over at Sirenscape. If you want fantastic music and sound effects in your games, go over there and give them a free 30-day trial at Sirenscape.com, and then you can become a Super Siren subscriber if you love all the sounds and use it a bit, or in your games, in person around the table, or online like we are scattered across the globe, or however you wish to play. Fantastic stuff and well worth the subscription. Now, that said, we do have other sources of music as well, and if you head on over to any of those VODs on the YouTube channel, there are links to all of the fantastic channels that we use over there, as well as a couple of Discords that are worth your perusal. Now, let us also say a massive thank you to our good friend CZRPG, the creator of Chessenta's Tyranny, who is letting us do this playthrough before its release. We're getting the sneak peeks here, folks, and I hope that you all are able to give them all the love that they deserve. Let's do a quick shout out for them, CZRPG. Boop. There it is. Do head on over there and check out their stuff on the DM's Guild. Lots and lots of multiple bestsellers for you to sink your teeth into and get them in your games. Now, let us continue on here and catch up with what was going on last time we were here in Chessenta with these lovely, lovely people. Last time we were here, they arrived at the city. The city randomly generated and fleshed out by you lovely people in chat. Thank you for helping me with that again last time round. The city of Apesco. And as they arrived there, they saw the rather unique layouts of the city with the rich folk around the bottom, gradually going up through the merchant quarter and up to the poorer folks, and almost like a slum up against the temple perched on top of the hill, up at the peak of the elevated city here in its layered concentric circles going up around. They also saw many statues of Bastet, the cat goddess, as well as all the fine folks coming this way and that. They also saw the Janasi mercenaries that were on guard here at the city, and Luce and Arius have hidden in shame as they were antagonizing said mercenaries and forced our adventurers to make a run for it and go dashing off down an alley. Now, that alley was the alley that is rumoured to show you your greatest desire on the summer solstice, which is, coincidentally, the day they arrived. Imagine that. What a coincidence. And they all went into the alleyway seeing various visions of their greatest desires. And then, to top it all off, after those visions had been cruelly siphoned off by a dream-drinking Dampier, they met the true source of their desire, the true object of their affections. Tyrannex, taking a quick break from Eberron as he slipped and slid into a catslide alley in the Eberron city of Ardhamen, a Bastet worshipping city itself, hence the link between here and Apesco. And he came over to hang out with these guys for a while, and as he did so, he joined them on their adventures with that Dampier as they teamed up once again, as they found them up in the lofty perches of the aviary, a massive structure woven of reeds and branches and grasses, created by all of the bird folk, the Arakokra, the Kenku, the Lumus, the Gallus, all of the raptors and various humble folk here, there, and everywhere that are very populous in this town, perched up high in the huge trees that are growing in the city on the side of this hill. They linked up with them because they were looking for someone, or rather, our missing member here. You will notice something slightly different over the far side of the screen from me there. They were looking for someone called Aglioniki, as a Kenku they met told them that they were looking for them. And Aglioniki is an astronomer and sorcerer and a member of GM Workshop. Whoa, just let me take a moment there. Sorry, excuse me, interrupting my recap for a massive raid from our good friends at GM Workshop. A very, very big welcome to you all. Hello, 82 raiders. Thank you so much. An absolute pleasure to have you all here. We are just getting rolling. Fantastic timing. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It's been absolutely great to have you all here. Hey Kyle, how you doing? I see you there. And welcome in, everyone. 123, first time in chat. Nice to see you. Inkfish, good to see you too. Who we got this? Zeal Night Wolf, I see you there. Noonvale, thank you. And of course, hang on, look at this. Dominga the Pilgrim, thank you. Thank you for taking your pilgrimage over here and you swang by. Newbie Goddess, it's good to see you as always. And all of these lovely people here. Yes, thank you, Baron Dragonborn. If you've got them, folks, let those phoenixes fly. If you, newly arrived raiders, would also like some of these lovely little phoenixes to send flying across the screen, you can give us a follow there. We have followers emotes as well, not just for subscribers. And if you give us a follow, that will give you I will be sending you an invitation to our followers Discord later on once we go offline here today. So do check us a follow if you would be so kind, and it would be an absolute pleasure to have you all along for our adventures whenever you are able. We are just getting going with Chessenta's Tyranny, a upcoming adventure from CZRPG, which we are getting a sneak preview of here. It is an ancient Greek style land with the Egyptian pantheon in heavy evidence here. And our adventurers had arrived in a new city, Apesco, where they had teamed up with a Dampier monster hunter, and using something called the Eyes of... The Eyes of Horus. An amulet that this Dampier was wearing, they used it to teleport themselves down into the underbelly of the city and do battle with a vile... what's the word we call? Nosferatu, that's what I was looking for. A vicious monster with very nasty tentacly minions that they battled with, and they were able to defeat them, well, hold them off long enough to get their hands on the unconscious form of this member of the arcane force, Aglioniki, and they whisked her away back up to the city above as the Dampier monster hunter stayed behind and did battle with this vicious Nosferatu monster. I love those. Is it a potato or a stone? Is it pet rock? Pet rock? Some fantastic birds flying around. It's always good to have them, all these flying around. Now, something's a little different here. So I'm actually going to jump into our session a little bit before we introduce everyone, because I need to do that so we can do the full introductions. We are back up in the aviary, perched high above the city, this birdfolk created structure with its various eateries and drinkeries and all that good stuff. No problem, GM Workshop. Thank you so much for coming on by. It's always a pleasure to see you, sir. I hope you had a fantastic session. I'm being grimace. please, everyone, those of you that were already here, do head on over to our good friend GM Workshop and give them a follow. Fantastic Twitch plays of various D&D adventures. You can jump in there with them and vote in chat and let them be guided with their adventures. Thanks to all of you. And where is that Discord thing as well? Yes, everyone, as I said, do give us a follow if you want to invite over to the Discord, where you can share your projects and get news of everything that's going on with us, and get chatting about D&D and all kinds of things going on over there. Lots of lovely folks in there. All right, now, okay, good friends, our stream team buddies, Play Nerd allies over there. Good to see you, Kyle, as always. Okay, everyone, so we were just getting rolling here as you escaped from the clutches of this evil Nosferatu and back up to the surface, as I said, up in the aviary, back in the drinking establishment where you had met the Dampier monster hunter, as you suddenly appeared once more in the interestingly named Quarterstaff and Pickle. You materialized behind the bar with an unconscious Scuff still, I believe?
Yep.
Thank you, Kyle, for that. Cheers. Thanks for the bits. Always good to have you around, everybody. Jump in. Yes, indeed. An unconscious Scuff in their arms. They appeared behind the bar. The bartender turned around. He's like, "Oh, you can't be doing magic like that around here." And you didn't pay, because they ducked out before without paying. And that is where we left things last. Now, speaking of unconscious folk, Aglioniki was also unconscious, but with the magic teleporting you away from the evil influence of the Nosferatu, she is beginning to come around, and her eyes lazily blink open, and she looks up, and she sees Carolyn Sturgrove, the arcanist that she was been looking for, the arcanist that she had expected to arrive in the city anytime soon. And as she links eyes with her, she's like, Carolyn Sturgrove, there is no time. Thank goodness you're here. Did Dwarfa show you the way? Where are they? It's no matter. All of you, thank you very much. Carolyn, thank goodness you made it. And she throws her arms around Carolyn in a seemingly panicky, over-emotional embrace, and in a puff of arcane smoke and eldritch crackles, the two of them disappear.
What?
It's unfortunate.
She was so fashionable and observant.
Iris already got over to Scuff and is examining him.
So, now when you say examine, is that like prodding him with the toe of your boot?
Yep. Get up.
Now, you, with this abrupt disappearance of your friend of only a few days traveling with you from the north, are taken aback. But then your attention is drawn elsewhere, as there is a scuffle of movement and some very civil-minded, proper members of the that's going to say Archimedes, no, that's where Tyranny is. The Pesco citizenry are standing up incredulously from their chairs. Arcanists! And a few of them go running out of the door. Guards!
Right,
No,
we need to
you
go.
don't understand. We are keepers of the peace. Everything is fine.
I'm
now.
getting Scuff on
You
my
like
back.
big metal.
They are gone,
I'm getting
afraid.
Scuff on my back.
Okay, yeah, you hoist him up there. Now, let us, before we dive headlong into this scene, let us quickly go around and meet all of you and see who are you playing, and where are they at right now, as I have fully explained the scene, top to bottom. Luce, how about it?
Hello, my name is Emma, and I'm playing Lucio Lucernus, who is some kind of pointy-eared folk who loves to play pranks. So he's very earnest, he's a very good boy, he's just got a little bit of a mischievous streak, and he's just here to hang out and bring a bit of positivity to the party. because none of my characters have ever done that before. So.
Okay, thank you. Arius.
Hi, I'm Lily. I'm playing Arius, who is a grumpy sea elf. He was remarkably unaffected by one of his friends vanishing. Perhaps he is used to this, and he is trying to get Scuff out of the way as quickly as possible.
Okay, thank you. And speaking of, Scuff.
Yes, I am Llama. I play Scuff Felter, a human fighter whose main goal is to protect the innocents and defend those who can't protect themselves, and hopefully protect everyone in the party in the best way he can. But however, he is currently taking a long, extended nap.
Yeah, an involuntary
Sleepy
Involuntary extended nap, yes.
Indeed. Sorry, everyone, don't know what that chat message was there. Oh, DM Charlie with the gift subs. Thank you so much, you absolute legend. Thank you, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just your average magic player. We use Sirenscape. Let me put that in chat, which is something. Oh, and Skeptic as well to Lord Kosh. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, but that is a hype train. A chew, everybody. Chew, motherfucking chew. All right. Let us get going. And the thing that just your average magic player is looking for is this one. Boom! Sirenscape. Jump in there and give them a look. Sirenscape.com to be exact. And let me try that message again, because what I was trying to do was something more along the lines of this. There we go. Yes, it's all the hype. Thank you, everybody. Send it going. Boop, 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 boop. All right, boom. Okay, welcome everyone. Oh, look at that, already up on level 2. Thank you so much, all you lovely people. Jump in. It's always good to have you here. Now, Scuff, thank you very much. But we've seen you three before. There is a very colourful stranger lurking at the bottom of the screen there. As you look panickedly from behind the bar as these people are running over there. Thank you! Cara, thank you! All you lovely people, thank you so much. Now, as you... Sorry, I'm trying to start the story, but I'm getting all flustered. Thank you, everyone. Agonike, well done. By the way, Aglioniki was Agonike's a suggestion for an NPC, or they let me know about them and we put them in as an NPC. And sorry to make them disappear so abruptly, Agonike. We shall see them again, I'm pretty sure. Now, as you are all, looking in a panicked fashion across towards the entrance and exits to this bar, as these people have gone off running, shouting for the guards, you see a tiefling. Blue skin swirls around. I know they're not, but for all appearances, as
not for long.
One of the bards was strumming away and singing off in the corner, providing the entertainment for this evening here in the aviary. When this all kicked off, let me stop there and pass it over to our good friend Aelin. Always a pleasure to have you here, sir, and thank you so much for joining us once more in our games. You were here when we were down on the snort of Omgar back in summer, and it is an absolute pleasure to have you here again. Who are you? Who are you playing? And how do they stop playing music and rush to the assistance of our heroes?
As music stops.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. Aelin playing a character named Reese. Who looks like, if they clocked him walking in, looked like a very notable tiefling. But the moment anything seems to go down, like that puff of arcane smoke, he kind of ducks behind a pillar with a sneeze and turns back around and his hair is now black and curly, and he looks like a human.
Indeed. Okay. And as this black-haired human comes over to the people behind the bar, what do they say? The scene is yours as we dive on in.
Well, the colors of his outfit would have been also muted. Something just very normal for like a bard to wear.
Mhm.
Nice, but not out of place.
Mhm.
He sees the trouble kind of going down, and
Brewing, yes.
yeah,
I mean, Luce is here, so it's only a matter of time.
yeah, tries to wave them down a
This
little
is
bit.
Mister.
Did I?
Say again, Luce, what was that, sorry?
You swapped faces, Mister.
Oh. Busted.
Did you?
His response, did I? You want out of here, right?
Iris is like, yes, under Scott's crushing weight. Please.
Everyone, what are you doing with your weapons, by the way? Because you cannot exit here with them in plain sight.
I throw it behind me and it hits a random civilian.
Wow. Roll me ranged attack.
Can I do it at disadvantage because I'm not looking?
Yes.
Oh, it's a 2.
Oh, there we go. Thank goodness. What was
It was
it?
a
What
19 or a 2.
what were you throwing?
I have a spear.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay, you managed to disguise it as a walking staff when you arrived in the city, but yes, you just fling it behind you and it just goes in this thing next to them. It's like, and they drop their pints. And they're like, Arcanists and barbarians! Barbarians!
I'm a very civilized young boy.
And you, speaking of humans, the flustered bartender turns to you. He's like, those ones, the drinks, the bangers and mash, on the house. Look, I do not want blood on my floors. Get out! And he lifts up a trap door behind the bar there, and you see it drops down to a cellar, but you can see daylight. You know, a cellar in the Aviary is still way above the ground. You see there is daylight and access to this cellar from other places as well, and he quickly ushers you inside. And a massive thank you to everyone as that hype train succeeds there. Thank you, everybody. You're absolute legends. So honoured to have you all here with us. Hey, it's good to see we've got the same guy. Little otter. What's a little otter fella? Thank you,
much
everyone.
would
Thank you so much.
the food and drink how much would it have cost?
Like a gold piece.
Okay. On the way out, Reese leaves 2.
Oh my god.
It's like-
We have a rich party member.
The barman's like, you can come and play again. Just don't bring them. No, get.
No trouble.
And you all lower yourselves down into the cellar beneath. But you can hear the thud of boots, Janassi boots, clumping on the boards above as guards come rushing into the bar. It's like, what's this we hear about Arcanists? Arcanists at large? Where are they? You there! And the barman says, they threatened us all. Some strange eldritch forces flickering around their fingertips. They went that way. There is a doorway leading out of this cellar.
Yep, already dragging Scuff. There's a much.
Yes, now
I
Reese,
leave stinging nettles behind me.
you are the local, and you know what to do.
Well, first I'm gonna wake up a Scuff with a cure wounds.
Hey!
Dear God, thank you.
8 back.
Where are we?
Running.
Where are you?
Follow me.
As you do that, you hear a shouted cry from above. The detector! The detector lit up! Magic! They're nearby!
Oh no. Oh no. What did Luz do now?
Is there like a magic alarm going off?
It sounds like something else. It seems like they felt that magic that Reese just cast.
Ah!
Oh, but illegal, you see.
You are
So-
taking part in illicit activities.
Well, at least he's not a demon.
Yeah, that's fair. I like it. Go, please take us out of here.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed. Go, go, go!
Reese is leading them out.
Okay. Scuff, as you come back to consciousness, would you roll me a D100?
I will do.
everyone. Our fighter, Scuff, is prone to occasional volatile eruptions when in stressful situations, such as awakening into a very, very dangerous situation like this.
A 19, that would be.
19. Okay. Okay. As you come back to consciousness, your armor that you're wearing underneath your cloaks and kind of hidden away starts to thrum all about you. This is like, and again you hear the guards like, what is that? They must be conducting some kind of ritual. Quickly, behind the bar.
We were now. Yes.
Okay, so yes, Scuffer, you hold, a hand is offered to you, you hold to your feet, and you go rushing towards the doors and out into the walkways and boardwalks of the aviary. Now, Reese, you know that these boardwalks and stairways and things, almost a maze coming in and out of the various eateries and drink establishments around the aviary here, and you know that the only way down, really, I mean, there are stairs going round the exterior of the trunk of the massive tree that this is attached to, or there are the gondolas, these like ski lift kind of like chairs that hoist people up from below. What would you like to do?
Which is going to be the... Would the stairs be the optimal route for a quick escape?
If you're talking about speed, then the way would be to jump into one of the gondolas and somehow convince the ogre down the bottom to let go. So it would just it wouldn't free fall down. It would just go descend as quickly as possible.
Okay, stairs or gondola? To the rest of the group.
It's a boat for gondola.
Can I roll an intelligence check to see which way would be the safest? Rather
Sure.
than quickest.
Yeah, do me an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
I need his sheet, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's a 13 plus
Stuff.
insight to wisdom.
That's enough. That's all good. So yes, that's enough there.
Okay.
I mean, you think the stairs would be safer, but the gondola would be faster.
Arius is immediately slinking to the stairs.
Arius.
Do you want to die? Do you want
Stairs
to
are
die?
fine.
How many
Let's
people are
do
going to
it.
be mildly inconvenienced?
This way! You hear boots clumping down into the cellar behind you.
Stairs now.
And Scuff, what's your AC?
18.
18. Okay, a crossbow thrums. Ooh, 7 and a 7. They have advantage because of your humming armor. But double sevens, so they do not hit. A crossbow goes thrumming past you, embeds itself in the wall. Hey, Genesee.
Run now?
What is wrong with your armor?
I'll explain later. It does
Okay, Arius is gone.
Okay, which way are you headed?
Luce is quickly to follow.
Stairs.
The stairs, yeah.
Okay, Reese. you
Reese
lead
is
them
leading the
towards
pack, down the stairs.
Okay, so yep, you go charging towards the stairs and start spiraling down round the exterior. Now,
Oh, can I cast a spell behind us?
what kind?
Okay, it is a druid spell because I'm a druid. I would like to look behind me. When I can see the group of the people running at us,
Yes.
I would like to cast Entangle. And I would like to tangle them all up in a bunch of poison ivy
Of course.
and nettles.
Is that a check on their part?
So grasping weeds, blah blah blah, strength saving throw
Okay.
against my spell DC.
Noted. Right, so yes, as you go charging towards the stairs that spiral around the massive trunk of the trees supporting the aviary high up above the city of Apesco, you make your way as fast as you can over towards it, and the doors to the cellar behind you slam open. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
20-foot square. And I'll try and get as many as I
Three
can.
crossbow bolts fly out of the door, 2 at Luce and 1 at Arius. Sorry, I just rolled it randomly.
No!
So that is going to be at you, Luce, Oh wow, a 7 and a 5, rolling awfully today, and the one at Arius is going to be a 5 as well. So it's just like shoo, shoo, shoo. These things just go. You're just like matrixing them. I'm just like yes, go, go, go. And as you do that, Luce, you reach back and boom, send off the things there.
How convenient!
And you cast the spell there, and let's see here. What's the DC?
It's a 14, so it's a 20-foot square. I'll try and get as many as I can.
Noted, noted. All right. So yeah, I mean, 20-foot square completely covers. I think if I can put some flavor on this, just the reeds and everything of the walls around them just come lurching towards them. Like everything just explodes and just like makes a lattice work across the whole corridor. And you took a 14?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Only 3 of them break through. And 6 of them that were immediately behind them get tangled up in your magic. But they shout out, they damn themselves! Look at them and their evil arcanist ways! Get them! Get them!
I've never studied magic in my life! I fall away.
Born to sin!
Also,
Born to sin!
If they want to escape, it's a strength check and it lasts up to a minute. And I have to concentrate.
Thank you. Is everyone taking the dash action?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you go hurtling down this pretty wide stair. This is another popular way to come up and down to the aviary. And you go hurtling round the trunk of the tree. And as you do come round, you hear 2 of those guards taking pursuit behind you and banging on those little gongs that they had. You remember when they were chasing you before? Reese, they often get chased by the guards and they've only been here half a day.
Yeah.
It just says clunk, 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 like the friggin' like alpinist event is going on. Like people watching the skiers with their cowbells. And 2 of them are chasing you, of the 3 that got through. The other one has stopped and is steadying their crossbow, waiting for you to come around the bend of the tree, knowing that you must appear on the lower curve of the stair. And they unleash an arrow at Luce again. Sorry, Luce. I'm rolling it randomly, I swear. And that all. Everyone else, can you spell natural 20? If you've got them, let them fly, folks. As they went down to one knee, squinted down the length of the crossbow sights, waited for you all to come round the corner, aiming at the source of the evil arcane magic. And Luce, you take 10 points of piercing damage as a crossbow bolt thuds into the crypt between your neck and shoulder.
John, I fall down and die.
That's successful. You fall down unconscious.
I will scoop up Luce.
Okay, much easier than Scuffles.
That is gone.
Okay, you throw Luce over your shoulder and carry on down. It's like,
Scuff is gonna stay close to Aris and now Luce unconscious. In order to try to protect them from any incoming arrows when they continue down the spirals.
Okay, thank you. So, yes, making your way down further, you do make the way, but the next curve of the stairs takes you down and like underneath the upper curve. So you've got some shelter from this one, but they do try and take a pot shot at you, Scuff, with your humming armor. And that is not going to hit, I'm afraid. You're like, no, that's fine. So, please feel free to miss as a crossbow bolt floods into the stairs to the side of you, and you carry on spiraling down. The other 2 are still thundering behind you, getting closer because you're slowed down by carrying Luce, I'm afraid, a little bit, not so much. But you spill out of the bottom of the stair onto the street. There are festival goers, lanterns everywhere, people coming and going. The gongs have attracted more guards, and there are several others coming, charging along the street in the direction of these very clearly guiltily running people as they come barreling down from the aviary above. You all start charging towards where Reese is leading you. Reese, where are you headed?
I'm looking for a safe house.
Okay, nothing right here in the Merchant District. You need to get into the back streets to one of the secret entrances into the tunnels and the black markets and everything underneath the hill.
That is where we're going.
Okay, yep, you know the way. I need, Reese, I need you to roll me. Just a moment, please. Okay, roll me a d20, please, Reese. Just a straight d20.
11.
11. Okay. As you go charging down the street, shouting at people to get out of the way, the festival goers scattering and screaming in panic as this ruckus bursts into their midst. You are quickly making your way towards the nearest alleyway and off into the darkness and shadow of the behind buildings area of this mercantile district, and nothing is immediately thrown into your path, except for these various festival goers, but they are also impeding the guards as well, who are shouting, "Get them! They will not darken this new year!" And they just go charging after you here. Yes, Reese?
Can I throw a minor illusion in the opposite direction of where we're going?
Sure.
To kind of be like the sounds of people shouting like, "Oh, they're over here, they're over here, I see them."
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me a performance check. See how good this is.
All right. That is a 11 plus 6, 17.
17. Okay, yes, very convincingly in the local accent, various cries go up, "This way, this way!" And some of the guards do peel off in that direction, whilst others are not fooled and carry on in your direction as well. They must have split up. You chase those ones. And yes, that does very cleverly draw some of them off. By the way, Arius and Reese, no, it wasn't Arius, it was Scuff. Scuff and Reese, you have inspiration. Now, dear folks, I see some chat about dream pies over there in the chat. The dream pies are what can be used to award these crystals to various folks. The diamonds give advantage if it should be needed, and the rubies slow things down and give disadvantage. You can spend your dream pie channel points in giving those to people if you so wish. If I miss anyone, please do give me a shout and let me know that was there. Scuff and Reese, I gave you Tyrannaxes because that was left over from last time. You have one already. Our friends at the top, the pointy-eared brigade at the top there are... Oh, well, sorry, Reese, you too. Excuse me. Oh, well, not at the moment. Human at the moment. You are without at the moment, but I'm sure some of those lovely people over in chat will leap to your aid before too long. Now, as we are carrying on here, Scuff, with your leadership abilities kicking in, you are ushering everyone and staying at the back there, making sure the guards aren't getting too close. Could you roll me a d20, please?
Will do. That'll be a 15.
A 15, okay. As you spill off the street and into the cool shade and relative darkness and the stealthiness that you gain from the alleyway here, again, you are unaccosted as you dash away from these guards, and you round the corner, but you can still hear the echoes of their booted feet coming down the alleyway behind you as they are still giving chase. Following the sound of your footsteps as you are unable to mask them as you're running full pelt here. Arius, a d20, please.
11.
11. Okay. You go past the storefronts and the mouldering crates and general detritus that comes from mercantile operations here on one of the main thoroughfares of the city of Apesco. And as you skip over and jump over the crates and make your way weaving through the various parts of these back streets here, you may be unable to navigate your way through without any complications, and you're dashing into the narrower and more obscure parts of the back areas of the city here. A couple of dingy storefronts here, still trying to make some effort to sell things even though they're away from the main thoroughfare, and a couple of shady folk kind of looking over, like doing some dealings here. They're not sure quite where they kind of disappear off, and a door slams as you go thundering by. It's like, even though you're not interested in them. And last but not least, as Reese, you know you're closing in on one of the bolt holes, one of the secret doors into the Undermountain. Luce, roll me a d20. The Sirenscape pauses dramatically.
3.
A 3. Excellent. I didn't want you to get there with nothing happening. As you,
I bleed out a little bit more.
as we
I've only
know,
got my warhammer. I
as we
have
know
spells
here,
left.
Apisco is one of the large holy cities of Chessenta here. Vast temples, colonnaded temples, statues of the Egyptian gods all around the place. As you are charging down, you get into the back, the furthest back parts of the alleyways here, where there are more labourers and craftsmen doing their wares here without the need of a shopfront on the main street. And there are workshops and things here that supply those shops on the main street. And as you come charging down here, you hear voices ahead of you. Oh, thank goodness we got this finished in time for the new year. This beautiful window will look so nice in the Temple of Bast. And you see these two gentlemen start coming across the alleyway with a vast stained glass creation depicting the graceful form of Bastet, the black cat-headed goddess, on its beautifully craftsmanshiped window here that they're carrying along here. And cheers, Skeptic. You go barreling towards them, and I need Reese, you're in the lead. Can you make me a strength saving throw?
To not go crashing through the glass. Can I pitch acrobatics to swerve?
You can, but then everyone else will have to as well. Or you could
That's
just smash
fine.
through.
Oh no.
That's fine.
I think your mothers might be slightly pissed off about that if you did that.
Yes, they would.
Okay, so roll me an acrobatics.
Acrobatics is 13 plus 6, 19.
Excellent. Okay, you do like a baseball slide in on last base as you go sliding underneath the glass as the two men lift it up above, and you go scuffing across, excuse me, sir, and the cobblestones here and spring up on the other side. Arius, roll me.
Acrobatics?
It's up to you. Are you trying to avoid it or just smash straight through?
I'm gonna try and avoid it. I know that glass can do damage, so
That is going to be
that is gonna be.
with disadvantage, please, because you are carrying loose.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. So it was 13 and 14 plus 2, so 15 with disadvantage.
A 15. There is a phrase that we like to use: "Meet it, beats it." As you chuck loose, and he rolls underneath the glass, and you kind of like drop and roll after him, like. And Luce, I've been very generous. We've gone several rounds already. I do need a death saving throw.
I'm using
Triggered. You were clinging onto the little slither of life, but being thrown under a stained glass window has knocked you over.
8. So I've
And
got
8
2 fails.
is no, that's
I've
one
only got
fail.
one more
One
chance,
fail.
so if anybody's any healing magic.
One fail.
help
One
me.
fail. One fail. That was the first.
No,
That
it
was-
wasn't. I rolled 2. That's my
I-
When
second.
did you make the first one?
I haven't asked you to roll one yet.
Oh, you did? I rolled it and it was a 3.
What?
I don't remember that.
Oh, no, that was
No,
the-
I haven't rolled. I've only rolled
That
one.
wasn't a death save.
Yeah, it was something else.
Oh yeah, that wasn't the death saving throw. Thank you. Yeah, I know what you mean. No, I was rolling. You summoned this stained glass window with the 3.
I summoned a stained glass window. Ah, okay.
It was the chase
Alright,
complications
so
table.
I'm now unconscious.
I understand
okay,
now. I
I'm still
understand.
unconscious.
Okay. Yes. That's one failure.
Well,
One
then,
failure.
if this is my first death saving throw, I think. No, actually, you wouldn't notice anything because we're all running, so.
Okay, so yes, you go sliding under there, take a bit of damage, and that knocks you a little closer to the veil as you go rolling it underneath the window there. And
I will say to Reese, like, can you do anything as I like pull this up? Please.
He'll just kind of like look back and see that they're struggling and cast a healing word.
Yes!
Scuff, what are you doing?
Nice.
Smash or slide?
Scuff's gonna try to slide. With metal armor, this is gonna be a fun time. That would be a 15 exactly.
Beats it again. The Temple of Bastet shall receive their window as the two men see
Yay.
sigh, a massive sigh of relief, and then I'm rolling as I've been rolling all night. The guards come running around the corner. I rolled a 3 and a 5. And the two perfect slapstick comedy like movie moments here. The two of them, you all just like miraculously roll and dive and slide underneath the glass here, and they look at each other. Whew. And then the two Genasi guards just come hurtling around the corner. Smash!
No!
And you hear the tinkle
Tried so hard.
of glass.
Stop the glass!
Now-
It's protected glass!
Who's
This-
the real criminals?
This stained glass artist is the principal purveyor of stained glass windows for all of the Bastet temples around, and as such, they have been thanked by the priesthood of Bastet, and there is a large statue of the god outside the entrance to their shop. And as you hear that glass smash, there is a creak and a crack of stone, and the statue turns towards the
Wait,
Genasi guards.
What have you done? You have defiled this work of the gods.
And as you see in front of me here, flames rise up across the alleyway, and the guards are cut off from their pursuit of you as you disappear around the corner towards one of the Thieves Guild's bolt holes. And the guards face the wrath of Bastet here in the alleyways of Apesco. Reese, what is this?
How
Yeah, go for it, Emma.
healing word? How much do healing word do?
Oh, yeah.
I was just waiting for a moment. I rolled it already. You get 7
Thank
back.
you. Lord Gasson, good morning to you as well, sir.
If you pause long enough to look at Luce and heal him, you'll notice that he is bleeding, but it almost looks like there's honey kind of coming out of his wounds as well.
Nice.
A little bit.
Ari's just like, no. We'll do it.
Something like honey.
Noted. Alright, so let me just give a shout out to the man, the legend himself, Lord Gasamba. Very good to have you here, sir. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Early though it is. I hope it continues to be so. Alright. Now, as you disappear and escape from these guards receiving the wrath of the gods around the corner there, you just see the flickering light of flames dancing on the buildings and yowls and screams of panic. And you, Reese, managed to lead them safely to one of the bolt holes. What does it look like?
I didn't have anything prepared for that.
I mean, yeah, that's throwing it to you as a chance. If you want, I can grab it if you like.
I have nothing. So
That's fine.
we'll
No
vote
problem
that,
at all.
thank
There is up as you come dashing into these back streets. You know, it gets closer and closer to the side of the hill itself, rising up above you to the next tier up above, where you can see the walls and the buildings above looming over you. And you see in the alleyway there that there is a large pile of pallets, you know, the wooden pallets for stacking up goods and things, and you know that behind them is where one of the bolt holes is. And this is not one of the main thoroughfares, one of the main entrances. This is just one of the little escape hatches, which works in both directions. And you yell for Scuff to come and help, and Arius, you gently put down Luce and jump in there as well. Oh, Luce is running now as well, sorry. And all of you quickly, you know, grab a couple of these pallets and kind of move them out of the way, and there is a cloth hanging there against the stone face, painted expertly to look like the rock and moss and tangled roots of the hillside, and you whisk it aside and disappearing into the interior of the hill. Once more, my friends, you are escaping through tunnels as you see your way out of this mess, and the dark tunnel is laying out ahead of you, and Reese ushers you all in, and before help with the Scuff's help, dragging the pallets back into place, rearranging the cloth, and the four of you make your way, bent over almost double, into this tunnel and into the underhill of Apesco. Escaped.
Arius, that's a good name for your surname. It could be Underhill.
I don't want a surname. They're
Okay.
useless.
Right.
Cool.
Now,
And then
Denied.
you do. You run indeed. I'm just grabbing some sounds here. Sirenscape, everyone, is very nifty to just quickly dash around and navigate around the various things here as you disappear away from the street and into the darkness beyond. Is anyone blinded now?
no, I'm good.
Everyone's got night vision? Scarf?
I do not.
Indeed. What are you doing?
Uma.
Now I'm definitely going to take that drink.
Skeff pulls forth a small, blue, slightly luminous mushroom from the cave a while back. It's still kind of glowing, but it's faded quite a lot. So it's
Luce-
giving
Luce-
up a faint light.
Luce, do you turn to Reese and say, hey, there's good eating on these?
Oh, Reese.
Oh, Reese hasn't given his name, just to put that out there.
Oh,
Yes.
sir. You shouldn't eat those, but don't worry, I can give you other sustenance, and I'll
Character
provide
development.
a
Character development.
harmless-looking herb leaf.
Harmless looking is not usually something you say before.
I don't say that, I say that. As
I know,
Emma, but
I know,
Luce
I know.
will provide a herb leaf.
I recommend not eating anything that Luce provides. It can
Okay.
cause side effects.
Scuff, why did you give it away?
Look, you said no trickery before we leave.
No, I don't. No, you silly man. Oh, I have a tantrum in the corner, and I'll just like wiggle my stinging nettle leaf fingers in your face, like, "Bleh," and then I stop.
So Reese just kind of like pops his collar, kind of like just shakes himself off a little bit, and transforms back into the tiefling that was in the bar.
Okay.
And like
Fancy trick.
his clothes kind of brighten up a little bit again.
Noted.
So, who are you? Our savior or leader or whatever you ended up being in the chase before?
I'm a bard. You know, I play places and stay out of trouble.
Well, it doesn't seem like you're out of trouble right now.
Yeah, I kind of had to burn that face. Such a shame. I liked it.
Face.
Cat.
Just for effect, he kind of just makes the like malachite pattern, like the swirls just kind of shift and change a little bit, which probably looks a little bit spooky in the low lighting.
You, yeah, you're weird. Like your skin, it's like it's crawling.
That's not a very nice thing to say, Scuff.
I did that
think
on purpose.
you're
Try going with my
weird
eyes and looking in the darkness
endearing.
at this strange shifting skin pattern, and you'd see strange things too.
I see nothing, Scuff. What are you talking about? They look perfectly normal. I'm joking.
You know you are, Luce.
I know.
Reese, you squeeze past Luce and Arius and lead the way down deeper into the Underhill. Mr. Underhill. No, and as you
Yeah.
as you make your way further into the depths of the mountain, it sounds like someone's following you. Someone you think goes by the name Carly Adams. Thank you for the follow. No, sorry. The tunnel is yours and yours alone. But it does quickly, the rest of you see, start intersecting with others. And you are glad that Reese is with you, because this is a veritable maze of misleading dead ends and U-turns and switch-arounds and designed to befuddle those who are not invited.
Where are we?
Nothing to worry about right now. Where are y'all going?
I'm not sure anymore. We were looking for someone we found. I don't know what happened after.
They kind of just.
Scuff, yeah, Carolyn's not there.
Yeah, what happened after the strange Nosferatu creature, the strange vampiric monster?
Well, Carolyn kind of disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hang on. Reese kind of just does a flourish and essentially replays the scene without any sound with minor illusion for Scuff.
I see. So she left? I'm not
You see
good at
the-
this magic thing.
You see in the illusion that this character that you saved, this Aglioniki, whisks the two of them away.
Okay.
She doesn't seem to be in danger.
Skiff still wouldn't understand that, but yes, he understands that they left at some point.
Mhm.
Interesting. But why? Maybe we'll see them again sometime.
She was the only
Sounded
Arkham
kind of
stalker.
insane and desperate. Like, really desperate.
So, what do we do next, everyone?
Well, we were supposed to find Aglioniki, right? We found her, so I guess we got to just kind of keep going south. That's where Meth is, right? South.
Yeah.
Reese,
Yeah.
you know it will not be safe for them up in the city for at least a day until this dies down, and it's assumed they've fled the actual limits of the city.
Okay, he'll convey that.
You think it's best to head on in to the Undermarket and through, and there's no other thing for it. You're gonna have to go and say what's going on to the boss.
The Undermarket? No.
Capis will want to know what's going on.
I don't belong here.
Where is here?
The Undermarkets, they're where lawless people trade unsolicited goods that...
They're like people who don't pay bridge taxes. Sounds
Yeah,
perfect.
that's about right.
Oh, it's a lawless place. There are no taxes, no, but there are no rules either.
Oh, they're
Scuff,
rules.
didn't
You just gotta know
escape.
them.
You didn't escape your attention, Scuff. We're not exactly on the grid at the moment either.
Yeah, like I don't know if you've noticed, but I've made a lot of enemies with my pranks.
You really have.
I know you do. I keep telling you not to, but you keep making more enemies.
Where we're going, Scuff, everyone's going to be like us. Rule breakers,
I don't like
tossing
it.
aside the letter of the law. Isn't that right, sir? I look at Reese.
He looks very, like, sus on that.
I understand that what you say, it seems reasonable, and I know the guards won't stop hunting us, so I guess we'll have to just go there for now.
I'd say you'll be safe if you stick with me, but I worry about my own safety. And he makes direct look over at Luce. Watch the pranks.
Yes.
Sometimes I
I
can't
will.
help it. So you know.
We can have a little chaos as a treat.
Oh, okay. A little bit. I turn into a ragdoll cat.
Reese, leads the way deeper into the Underhill, and you find yourself emerging into larger caverns. Caverns that have been tampered with. The floors are cobblestoned, like the streets up in the city itself, and there are strong, sturdy timber beams holding up parts where there may have been some damage or structurally wobbly parts of the ceiling above. And you start to hear... Let's have a look here. Where are we at? You start to hear sounds coming up from further down below. And voices come up along with a breeze, as there is definitely a larger system of caverns and tunnels down here than it seems the people above are aware. And as you make your way lower and further down, you start to see buildings carved into the sides of caverns, stone brick edifices put on the openings of side caves off the main cavern, and you find yourselves in a very large space. And there are stalls, but gone are the pretty paper lanterns and brightly coloured awnings of the markets in the streets above. Down here, there are just very plain, simple, no-nonsense tables with weapons, armor, spices, various things in glass containers. You're not sure what they might be. And there are very large, brooding stall keepers, cowls drawn up over their faces, hulking frames blocking the light of their houses behind, as lanterns hang here and there, casting a dull light, but maintaining plenty of shadows for the business of the undermarket to go as unnoticed as possible. Reese, you think it's best to get them away and as safe as possible, as quickly as possible. So you start leading them towards the back of the marketplace, where the House of Capis can be found. Do you hope that orc lady is in a good mood?
Can I brief the group on who I'm taking them to?
Indeed. Reese tells the rest of you that Capis Tall Trail, to give them their full name, is a female orc, and in charge of the comings and goings of the Undermarket. And hopefully they will be able to help you out. Although Reese thinks a favor may be owed.
Yeah.
Nothing's for free in the Undermarket.
As in, Reese wants us to give him something.
No, it'll be to the boss.
Reese.
I don't know. Do you want something?
Reese.
Have you said
I
your
don't
name?
want.
No, it's odds that
sorry.
I will have
I'm
to
sorry.
pay some sort of favor. Don't worry about it, though. It's worth it.
Sir, I'm sorry. If you haven't noticed, we might be getting tangled up in some dark stuff. And this is real. This is real spooky. This is like real criminal stuff. Like, I don't know if you've noticed, but like.
Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
Hope that's all right.
If you need me to steal one of their socks, shoes, put gelatin in their milk, just say the word. I don't know if we need a code word or something that means it's prank time. I will go for it. Or if you want me to sort of be a distraction, anything that can help this go smooth so we can get out of here. Because I don't know if you've noticed, a lot of us are bleeding or covered in blood. Okay, you're fine. Scuff was dead a second ago, so was I. A bit concerned.
Don't worry about it. You'll be fine.
Okay.
I like that third
Okay.
drink, though. That's great. Let's keep that one on the
yeah,
back
so
burner.
I actually need to, gelatin in anything and it looks clear, and then they go and pour it, it's not going to do anything. It's crazy.
Pudding.
Yep.
Okay.
Reese is resigned to his fate and is like leading the group in.
Indeed. There are chickens down here. You, yes, lead your way through, and Luce, Arius, and Scuff. I would say certainly Luce with their diminutive size and Scuff with their lawful sensibilities are nervously looking around at these intimidating storekeepers, as this
will
is
say-
the intimidating market that was randomly rolled in the creation of Episco.
Reese looks completely comfortable in this setting.
You see a massive ogre looks over you and leans towards you, Scuff, as you kind of nervously walk by.
What you looking at? Are you wanting to buy some doilies?
I'll be fine, sir. Thank you for the offer. though.
Lace.
No, Scuff.
Handcrafted.
Scuff, I love a doily.
Don't have money for that.
I mean,
We don't have any money.
no. I can trade you something for a doily, sir.
What you got?
I really want a doily. I have a sprig of mistletoe.
Snuffles at it.
Mistletoe. Don't eat the berries, they're poisonous.
A
See, I wouldn't tell you that for
huge-
free.
A huge ham fist comes over and grabs you by the tunic, and lifts you
Oh.
bodily up over the stall and up to their huge, bulbous-nosed face.
This for a doily.
I'm glad you've taken us to a private place where we can negotiate. This is a sprig of mistletoe. If you put this out atop your door during the Yule season, you may in fact attract good welcome to your establishment.
Such blessings should be looked for in the new year.
Yeah.
And they reach up their chests, swelling, their form blocking out the light behind them as you are eclipsed by this large ogre.
Done.
Oh, cool!
Pick whichever you like.
And he drops it in.
Thank you so much. I can't catch my breath.
I can't
Sorry,
believe that worked.
it's an intimidating market. I'm sorry.
It's so intimidating. I was so intimidated.
I don't
And
feel
I
it
would
is.
like-
It's just like, oh, thank you.
Thank you. I can't breathe, but I'm glad I have the doily.
But yes, indeed. And they are all black lace, but finely
Okay.
made. You're very impressed that he's able to make these with those huge hands of his.
Wow. It's very impressive.
Come again.
And Reese is like, "Could we please?"
Oh, Reese is
I get
enjoying the
easy-
scene. Like, yeah, this is good. Like,
Very easily distracted.
do I know the ogre's name?
Roll me a d10.
Okay. 6.
Simmond.
Oh,
Simon makes great work.
thank you. I'm excited. Is it large enough for me to like wrap it around my head a little bit? Make it like a little hat? A doily hat?
For you, yes.
Hell yeah. Doily hat. I'll use it to cover the sort of like golden leaves that are sort of flying, growing out. Just to give myself a little.
Okay, now, folks, let me take a brief moment to dish out some diamonds here. Thank you, Aganike, as we get inspiration for Luce and Arius. Everyone is safely bejeweled.
Bejeweled.
Except me, Aganike. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so everyone, yes, remember you've got those. Now, Reese, let me explain how these are working at the moment for us. If you have a roll at disadvantage, you can choose to spend it before you roll to even out the roll. Or if it's a straight roll, you can roll the dice, and before I tell you if it's a success or a failure, you can look at the number and think, that doesn't look like enough, and you can re-roll with your inspiration. But before I've said what the outcome is.
Okay.
I shall do a pregnant pause before each utterance. If I'm excited and blessed, oh, you're going down, then I apologise. I shall attempt not to do so. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to send a few little heartfelt phoenixes your way. Okay. The transaction completed. This intimidating doily merchant. Simmond. Dealt with. Reese continues to lead you through the various stalls and looming figures of the undermarket. And at the back of the space here in the vast cavern, there's a rather nondescript square front that seems to have been built over a cave mouth in the side of the wall. And there are a couple of shady, hook-nosed fellas leaning against the wall nonchalantly, picking their nails with daggers. So strange. I wonder what that sound is supposed to be. This is Baldur's Gate. It's weird. A train goes rattling by. It's like we're near the underground here. It's the subway.
Underground train. Oh my god, it is!
No. You head on over there, and they look up, and they see you.
Yeah. You right, Reese? You here on business or pleasure? Yeah.
You know me.
Business then. Ugh, you're always so boring. Get in. And they stand aside, and you are unopposed by these guards, for want of a better word. Door decorations. And you enter inside, and there is a small waiting area with a desk over on the side with a large stack of papers on it, and a rather flustered looking gnome, a female gnome with a beehive hairdo and a little pair of glasses perched on the end of her nose, and she looks up. Ah, all right, Reese. You been well,
Hello.
darling?
Yeah, fairly so. Got some guests.
Have you and she sees them coming in behind you, and she immediately kind of reels back what she was about to say. Have you you been to say hello to them two recently? You know they give me shit if you don't turn up. Say hello once a week or so.
Yeah, I might need to get a message to them. Might be a little bit.
Well, you coming to see Capis?
She free?
For you? Yeah.
In a good mood?
Middling.
I can handle that.
And she levers herself off the chair, and you hear a clop clop as her stiletto heels clip down onto the cobbles below, and she clip 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 around the edge of the desk in this long pencil skirt, and she pushes the little glasses up. Who shall I announce? The magnificent Reese and...
We had a name, I forgot what it is.
the People's Pod of Chessenta.
Yes, we are the People's Pod of Chessenta. We're starting our own kind of movement. It's a fish-based, a druid-based, a fighting-based democracy.
We'll have no fighting here.
Names they work in progress.
It was more of like a title.
I see. Yes. Well, just a moment, please. And she opens a door to the interior further in as lamplight illuminates the scene, and you are left standing for a brief moment. Anything you'd like to say?
Arius. This is real stuff, isn't it?
This place gives me the creeps.
Lily, are you muted?
Yeah, I had some issues with my sound because Laz kept pulling on the cord, so sorry
Oh, no.
about that. I have been talking, but I guess it was muted.
Oh, sorry.
No, sorry. No, he was like, it's been real this entire time, Luce.
Yeah, I understand that, but this is like real, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever been anywhere like this before?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Have you been here before?
No, this is above ground. Well,
Oh, right, that makes sense.
more above ground than I'm used to.
Okay, cool. How silly of me to presume.
You're getting there. You're not above ground anymore, but it's a bit dry still.
Is it dry?
A bit dry. And after a short moment, the door rattles and opens up again, and she comes out. Please, come in. Happy to see you. You look after yourself, Reese, all right?
Thank you. You too.
Yeah, see you later. And she goes back up onto the chair, the stool up behind her desk, and starts scribbling away and trying to make some leeway into that massive pile of paperwork. And Reese, you lead the way in to the interior, and as the rest of you follow in, you see again low lantern light illuminating the space here, and the stonework of the structure at the front quickly gives way to natural rock in the back, and there are thick rugs spread across muted colours, but very finely made and thick and soft underfoot. As you step into this room here, there is another desk, larger than the gnomes, and covered with a kind of leather covering on the top, but not stacked high with papers, this one. And then over on the side are several comfy, soft-looking armchairs facing each other around a low table. And standing over there, next to a fireplace, so there must be some natural flue or tunnel through the rock to take the smoke away, because it's not spilling out into the space here, you see a figure silhouetted against the flames burning in the fireplace here. And without turning round, you hear them just call out to you, Reese. Oh, look who the cat dragged in.
You missed that one. Did you hear about the glass?
I tend to, focus on things down here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put my face on.
I focus more on things down here. You know how it is, Reese. I don't like to, pry into the outside world too much. Now, what can I do for you?
Just a little bit of safe passage out of here.
Oh, a spot of bother? Have they heard?
Not yet.
You're going to have yourself a talking to if you don't watch yourself, Reese.
I know.
You don't want to piss the wrong people off. Now, what's can Capis do for you fine people? Look, what have we here? And they come over and pluck a golden leaf from Lucy's hair.
No!
Intriguing.
Please don't look at those. I was trying to hide.
Oh, I'm sorry. And tucks it under the doily. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little fella. There you go. There you go. No harm, no foul.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
okay.
you.
It's okay. There's
That's
plenty of foul up
thank
there,
you.
but none down here. Now,
Oh.
Arius. They turn to you. You're very far away from your aquatic abode. What brings you
Wait.
here to the Underhill?
I'm just following.
Oh, you want to be careful who you follow. Could lead you to all sorts of awkward, tricky situations.
Yeah, hasn't
How's
been
this
too bad
going for you so far?
Not too bad.
Well, congratulations on your wise choice of
Thank
leader. It's not this one, is it? And points at Luce.
I didn't know we had a leader.
We have a leader?
We have a leader.
Congratulations,
Scuffle?
my small friend.
Is it this person?
You have been promoted, it seems. Holds out a large
I don't
green
want-
clawed hand.
I don't feel like I should shake your hand.
How rude. I wouldn't be rude
Should
if
I?
I was you.
I shake my hand, and you see, like, there were, like, stinging nettles in the palm, and they just kind of wilt. I'm just like,
Ah, there we go, there we go. We should never forget our manners.
Yeah.
And where are mine? Look at this handsome fella.
Yeah, hi.
Hello. What can I do for such esteemed visitors?
Safe passage out of here. We've come into some troubles, and this place, yeah, it creeps me out. So you seem like a rather nice person.
Reese, you're mingling with some rather straight-talking people these days?
Sometimes that's just how the cards fall.
Indeed. Well, I believe I could do a thing or two for you, although safe passage is asking too much, my friend.
Yeah,
If
what do you
you've
want
done
in
fucked
return?
up on the surface, then you are stuck here for some time. But we can keep you out of sight, away from a burning. How's that sound?
Reese looks to the rest of the group.
Any takers?
I mean, I
I don't
don't
know
think
what
they would
that
actually
means.
burn.
I'm
most
sure
of
there's a
us,
hefty
it's-
reward. Sneaky arcanists
We're not arcanists.
scurrying
that's what I
away
think.
beneath the streets
Two of us?
of
Maybe?
Abeska.
I don't know what scuff steel is.
Later.
My friend, they turn to you, Arius. You haven't met many of those in charge, have you?
But no, in general, I don't like people in charge.
Yes, it shows. Bit of a fish out of water situation, eh?
I keep telling you guys I'm not a fish.
It's a turn of rice. Now, look,
That's one of those.
do you think it matters to them if you're arcanists or not? You did magic. You caused a fracas up in the streets.
Oops.
I heard what happened at the aviary. Little
Word spread that fast.
tweets come filtering down, even to here, even to the undermarket.
Move fast, it seems.
They look for you.
Really should fact check those. You could be getting misleading information.
Luce, they look at you probably for the first time. Is this Simmons' work?
Oh, Oh, yes.
He has outdone himself again. Wise choice. Wise choice.
Thank you.
Now, let us get you sorted. A place to rest, I think. You look like shit warmed up, my friends.
That's not very nice.
I thought we were straight talking. I'm sorry. Should I be more polite? Please lead by example, and I'll be happy to follow. Hey, my CL friend.
No, it's fine. You continue with your thing. Pointing out.
Now, you're welcome to stay, tucked away, down here, in old Capus's lair. But it don't come for free.
Are you gonna eat us?
What? No, there's hardly any meat on you. Look at you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, poor decision.
Yeah, lots of fight for nothing.
Although this one's rather tender towards Luce.
I think she's
Just got a
poisonous.
little. Yeah.
I think he's poisonous.
I have never eaten anything that could talk, if that puts your mind at rest. And I don't think I'll start today.
Okay.
Good decision. Good decision.
That's good.
And Reese, what do you think? Marinara sauce?
No,
A side of baby carrots?
I'm deadly poisonous.
Oh,
Why
then,
do you guys always insist
I
on having
shall
accompaniments to
abstain.
your food?
why do we all do what, sorry?
Why do you always insist on having accompaniments to your food?
They're delicious. It's extra food.
I don't understand your taste palettes. Carrots?
Yes. You know, long orange things.
Yeah, not really for me.
They're good for tusk help.
I'll have yours. Now, listen. We can get you rested, ready to face a new day. But that new day comes with a rota and a schedule.
No.
I could do
Yeah, right.
something for you if you'll do something for me.
What are we talking about here?
We've had a little problem. A slight thorn in our side. Looks at you, Luce. There is been a string of robberies. You look like a man of the law, a fine upstanding fella. I'm sure you would want to put a stop to such travesties going on here
Oh,
in our fair city.
well, to my knowledge, isn't just robberies another way of purchasing things in these kind of places?
Oh, it's not happening here. No one would be that stupid. No.
Deal with that
no.
with your own ways.
Oh, we would. No. This is up in the city. You see, it wasn't really a problem. Little knickknacks here and there. Nothing to be fussed about. Probably some street urchin, some up-and-comer, someone to welcome into the fold later on. But then, they done fucked up. They knocked over one of our places. One of our
Rivals.
friends. Nothing so grand. Which is why I think I can entrust it to you. Some new faces. Up on the streets. Might be able to move around, find out what's going on, figure out who's doing this, and help poor Capus out. I've been quite flustered this past 10 days.
Well, to kill them.
Oh,
There we go.
Easy enough.
Bit of a rush to kill people when you can get information out of them.
never killed anyone before.
So, torture then kill. I see.
Par for the course.
Oh my god, who are you people?
You,
I
my,
thought
told you,
we
this
were
place
all
is
involved in
horrible.
my
harmless pranking.
handsome friend, are you looking for employment? You seem a resourceful a driven fella.
No, thank you. This is not the kind of place that I would like to stay for longer than I need to.
You're talking of torture and killing. We need fine gentlemen like
that's
yourself.
what you guys do, isn't it?
Oh, you're
You
talking
guys
about us?
steal,
I'm
torture.
sorry. I thought you were talking about yourself. I thought you were
No.
planning your duties for tomorrow.
That would be
I'll do
interesting.
what needs to be done, but that's it. As soon as our deal's done, we're done.
Indeed. Unless you would care for extra work, but it is entirely optional. It is not for me to pressure anyone into a glorious life such as ours.
Look, it seems like you're having a major issue with this person, this thief. Like it's gonna be bothering you for a while. If we don't do anything with this, you're gonna have to find new people, and by the looks of it, doesn't look like you guys get a lot of new people in here. How about we up the reward a little bit?
You are either very brave or very stupid.
A little bit of both.
We are giving you a safe place to stay, keeping you off the streets, keeping you off the gallows.
Very nice.
But seeing as you ask so nicely and you are so pretty, if you bring back what was stolen, there shall be a reward.
Good. Sounds like a good deal. And
Reese, you tell him. We always pay up, don't we?
True.
a promise from me is a promise I will keep. However, allow me to adjust my comrades first to make sure nobody has any problems with it. What do you guys say?
Certainly. Please, avail yourselves of these fine armchairs. Recently arrived from a watch captain's abode.
Oh. Wonder where the watch captain will sit.
Now, Reese, come over here. Let's talk about that other thing.
Oh,
Conspiratorial.
I guess we huddle?
Whispering.
I'll huddle up with
Yes,
Arius
you're
and stuff then.
shown towards the chairs there.
Okay, guys, I don't know about you, but murder, torture, these are words that you don't throw around lightly. Lily, you need to unmute.
I realized Arius looks remarkably chilled out.
Okay, Arius. This is new for some of us. I don't know what you've been up to under the sea. But
I've heard it's better down in sweater.
but I'm a fish. I'm a fisherman. I'm a dutiful son. I don't really kill people.
Sometimes you have to.
Indeed.
Oh, okay.
This all seems so over the
Fishy?
top. So this is exactly how I was taught this place will be. Murders,
Yeah. Also-
torture, just bad things all around.
Also, Arius, that was really funny.
I'm learning.
Scuff. What should we do then?
Thought we
In
didn't
your
have a
opinion,
leader.
you know the law the best.
Well, what we could do is we could do the mission, but do it our way. Keep to the rights that and the things that we would like to do. Instead of killing, how about we incapacitate? Instead of torturing, how about we interrogate?
Pants them. Okay.
Pants them, yes. Handsome works.
Okay.
We'll do things that
Um,
we'll do the things that they want us to do, but in our way instead.
Will that be holding up our end of the bargain?
Oh, we'll
If
be
we
doing
don't
what they
kill
say we need to do. We'll be bringing back the things. We'll be getting the information that we need,
Yeah,
and we'll be putting them out of service.
they very clearly said about just dealing with the situation.
Dealing with the situation might not mean killing anyone.
Might not. But what if it does?
Doesn't seem like we have many options, does it?
Next
Not
one.
really.
So, there's a
Right.
clump of boots as our friend Capis comes walking back over. So, my friends, have we reached a decision?
We'll do the mission.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Now,
We might not kill them. That's fine, right?
deal with the situation. We encourage creative options.
Brilliant. Creative's my middle name. Okay, I'm happy with this now.
Now, just a second. She stops over to the door. Doris,
Oh,
Doris.
nice.
Take a memo. Say, a fruit basket or something. Thank you for popping by. That just your average magic player guy. Yeah, splendid. Don't forget. Love you. Doing good work. Now, if Reese, yeah, I like this one. Actually, Reese, is this your natural face, or is this a one that's put on just regularly?
As far as anybody in this, as far as anybody outside of like his family knows,
Yeah.
yes, this is his natural face.
Right, yeah. He's like, it's always good to see you, especially when I know I've seen you. Lead them round to the bunkhouse, would you?
Will do.
Rest up.
Thanks.
Well, make sure they rest up. They look half dead,
Well,
and they'll be
Yeah, they
no
look dead.
use to us. Don't bleed on the sheets.
Can't promise anything.
We'll clean up.
Oh, I need a drink. And clops over to a little wet bar in the corner and just pours herself out something from a glass decanter. And Reese, you quickly usher them out as you've been
Yep. Business done.
told to move on. And Doris, it seems, looks up over the little glasses perched on her nose. All right, darling. Yeah. You take care. All right, Reese. Off to the bunkhouse. Did I hear?
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. There's no one else in actually tonight, so yeah.
Good. We'll
Be
avoid
good
trouble.
first. And everyone, Reese leads you out and round the side, and there is a larger structure cave combo with kind of various rooms of almost like dormitory kind of type style with beds aligned in them at various numbers. You can separate or stay together. It is up to you. Reese, you got the
I
idea
would like
that
to stick together.
they were insisting that you stick with them to make sure it was done properly and reports of any funny business. That's what they told you.
Reese.
That's what they told you while you were off, muttering in the corner.
Yep.
Why do you work with these people? They seem so different from you. I haven't known you for long, but someone who would rescue people in need doesn't seem like they would fit in here. Amongst murderers and thieves and smugglers.
One, you're assuming that we're all murderers, thieves, and smugglers. Not that most of us aren't. But I was raised in this life. This is not.
You raised here? Oh,
Yeah.
I pity you.
Just
Such a
laughs
life
at
is
it.
not. Such a life is not for children.
I mean, my mother's raised both me and my little sister, so it's fine.
Have you ever thought about traveling other places doing other things, seeing the world.
I mean, I get out a little, not a lot, but
I see.
Are your parents still here?
yeah.
Oh, cool. Can we meet them? Can we say hello? Can we thank them for bringing you into our lives? Because you saved us?
Is it time for Luce to become a man?
Stay alive after this mission, and maybe.
Oh, okay.
I'm planning on dying. Not yet, at least.
Wow, I feel like that's going to invite misfortune saying that.
Probably.
Yeah.
One last thing, Reese.
Hmm?
Thank
Oh,
you.
Hi.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
sorry, you said Reese, not Reese.
Thank you, Luce, too.
Reese,
Pat,
Luce,
pat.
Arius.
Reese.
Also, now that like we're kind of settled, you might notice a little like token of Bestet, like a holy symbol around his neck.
You're a
That's why
cat
you don't smash the
person.
window.
What?
What did Arya say?
Yeah,
That's why you didn't smash the window.
Oh,
makes
yeah.
sense.
Mom would be real upset.
Believe in the gods, then, do you?
Yeah. At least one.
Good for you.
It's not a bad god to adhere to either.
As far as they go.
Not a huge fan of sort of thought of higher beings.
Somewhere,
I'm here for the here and now.
somewhere an archfey sheds a single tear.
Who said that? I
Oh,
meddle,
I'll
I
just leave
think, a
them.
little bit.
Arius leaves.
Okay, cool. I'll just keep those ideas back in my head.
No, you can keep
Tuck
talking.
them away. No, I'm okay.
You usually do.
Yeah, it's true.
And you make yourselves comfortable. And it is quite nice. Simple. Plain, furnished, but comfortable. And quiet. Very, very quiet. And you all sleep. You may all, as the subway goes by again, you may all take the benefits of a long rest.
Yeah. Well done, guys.
You did it. You made
You
it
survive one day.
to another
Yay.
day, yes. What more can you ask, really?
Exactly.
And as you wake up in what you assume is the morning, it's all the same uniform darkness down here. Reese, you've become accustomed to instinctively knowing what parts of the day it is up on the surface when you've spent several periods of lengthy time down here. You shake them awake, I think, because they're probably wanting to get an extra hour or two because they really needed it. But you know this needs to be sorted.
And in the morning, he'll press the digitation, like the bedding's clean. So any blood,
Nice.
if anybody wants that.
Just a question as we wake up. Scuff now has time to actually check the guards uniforms that we picked up early. Does Scuff know what kind of rank these uniforms are? I assume they're just normal, like rather low level ones, because we got them from the ones in the prison area.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Reese, you think... actually, let's say, as you wake up, you all discover, neatly folded at the foot of your beds, nondescript clothes in the local style, and travelling cloaks, and
Fashion montage.
dark-hued navy blue, very, very dark purple and black masked hoods. Should you require such a thing.
Okay. These are very specific. Why would we need hoods like this? Reese is your name, yes?
Yep.
Okay.
But if you have to prefer to me outside of the Undercity, you can call me Mal.
Can I call you sir?
I'll allow it.
Cool.
Okay. As you sit around on the sides of your beds here, what is the plan? How do you intend to track down this culprit?
Oh, the best option is usually to start at the scene of the crime and go from there.
Scene of the crime.
Where is the scene of the crime?
Scene of the crime.
Reese, you hear that chanting pick up, and you know that the morning rites to Bast, or is it Mask around these parts? You forget which shrine is most in fashion at the moment. People are rather wishy-washy with their gods.
As one is.
So, how would you like to proceed, Scuff?
Yes. Reese, the place that was robbed, you know where it is, right?
Would I have any idea about this?
You could
Like,
ask.
would I have kind of heard?
They haven't told
any
you, but
rumors?
you could definitely talk with Doris, and she could show you a map and point out where it happened.
I'll go get us a map from Doris. And you
I
just
think
like
if we start there, find traces and clues, we could trace that back to wherever they might have headed. And when we find the place, we'll improvise.
yeah. That's,
Improvisation usually works out.
Yeah, you're good at that, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
Look, you can play a prank on them.
Yes, I will.
this is the perfect
I
person to
will.
play a prank on.
Good. I will need a few things. I'll need a box of gelatin, I'll need some fake keys, and I'll need a bunch of random socks. Or I can work with what I'm given.
Improvise.
I'm sure we can find you some gelatin and socks.
Okay, easy.
What are you planning on doing with the gelatin and socks?
Yes. Very good question.
Yes.
Indeed.
I'm so
That's what I
nervous.
thought.
Actually, in fact, let's get you a bottle of oil too. See if we can find some of that.
Oh. Oil, okay. I'll figure something
Flammable
out.
oil.
Or
Doesn't
out with
necessarily
that.
have to be.
Molotov socks.
Could be just straight slippery, Alan.
Newbie Goddess in chat. I want those items found. I need to know what this prank is.
The joke is they go to make a butter cake, it comes out completely wrong.
With socks inside, yeah. That seems about right.
Luce, Arius, and Scuff, as Reese goes off to acquire this map, you are left alone. Seemingly.
Wow, guys, isn't this crazy?
Very. Like, only days ago we were escaping from a camp, and now we're here in the Underdark.
It's like
so.
yes,
This
like
is slightly
yesterday
nicer
morning.
than the cap. So,
Yeah, slightly. I mean, we don't have. We can move around freely. That helps.
yeah,
No.
as long as you have food and a bed. I mean, what's the big deal, right?
Exactly. We've just gotta like live in the moment. We've got to be right here, right now, causing chaos and having good fun with our friends.
Not too much chaos, but controlled chaos, yes.
Sure. If we're in control of the chaos, then everything's fine and we're having fun.
Yes. Yes.
Fun is
Yes.
optional.
Fun to know, Arius. You need to smile. You need to laugh. You need to enjoy yourself.
Seems like a waste of energy.
No, how
is
about
nice.
this? Why don't you come along with me and help me with my pranks as we go on this quest, okay?
Are your pranks harmful?
No, I'll show you a really good time.
Then what's the point in them?
Well, they kind of do cause mild peril.
Mild peril. Alright, I will attempt to pull a prank with you, please.
Brilliant.
It's like having just one piece of chocolate. It's mildly satisfying.
What's
Yeah.
chocolate?
Oh my god. It's a special
It's,
treat you get to eat once a year.
Yes.
Iris doesn't look too interested.
Okay.
At which point Reese returns, and Reese, you have a map with red crosses at the various locations of the robberies. Thank you, Hans. Welcome, welcome. And you spread it out, smooth it across the made beds, and all of you gather around. How are you wishing to use this map?
Does there seem to be any sort of pattern for the houses hit?
You may roll me either an investigation or an insights check. Your choice.
Oh, take the insight.
Okay.
30-20.
Nice. As you unroll and flatten the map and look at the various locations that these robberies have occurred, it's very clear to you that they form a rough circle. About
Can we draw a circle
half a mile
along,
across. Sorry, Scuff,
Can we draw a circle along those houses?
if you wish.
What's at the central point of the circle?
You look carefully, note the street that's roughly at the center of these various spots, and you think to yourself, interesting. There was a counting house there, a bank of sorts. But it's been disused for quite some time, as they had a fire on the second floor and it was never repaired, just boarded up and left abandoned.
I think we found our place.
Looks like a perfect place for a hideout.
Indeed. I say we stalk out the place, get some information, maybe peek in some cracks and see what we can see before we make any rash decision.
Iris is practicing swinging his warhammer round and round.
And then you can smash the door, yes.
Cool. Smash just the door.
Arius, that's a very fatal prank. We're not
Arius,
going to be able to savour the look of shock on their face if you just kill them right away.
sorry, Arius, that's a single-handed thing, right?
Warhammer. Let me check.
I think it has the option to be, because I think it's a D8 for one hand and a D10
Yep,
for
and then
two.
a D10 for two. That is
Okay.
correct.
Versatile.
It needs to be the single-handed version. There's just no way you could you could carry around a two-handed warhammer and not get immediately arrested.
Oh, can't I shove it somewhere?
I
I can
assume
make
she
myself
just
look
has
like I have a little belly.
I think it just has an unscrewable handle, so you can take off the handle. And
Yeah,
put it in
it's a reassembled one. It's got a special screw handle.
there. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will accept that. Yes. Yes. So I realized as I was thinking about last session, I was very, very lenient about how open we were being. It says short swords and daggers can be concealed. But anything else is
To be fair, we
very
were
will
wearing
unassemble it.
difficult.
we were wearing guard uniforms, so
That's true,
we
that's true.
could technically have paired it as guards.
Indeed. But that's probably not a good disguise to go with in the long run.
True.
Just be commandeered by some passing captain or something into some other venture. But yes, so you put on these very well-fitting clothes.
It's nice to have just my size.
Tailor-made.
Did they measure us in our sleep?
That's creepy. I don't like that.
Reese, you smile to yourself as you think back to Doris, like pushing those glasses up and regarding the newcomers. And you know what's what I'm looking for? What's a sharp eye she has. And you head out, and Reese, you lead them up, far away and through the entirety of Underhill, and out the other side from where you entered, far away from any lingering investigators or guards that could be on the lookout for
On the way
people.
out there, can we keep our eyes out for gelatin and all those things?
Certainly.
Yes, please. I will be doing this too. I'll be keeping an eye out for various.
This is a
Prankable?
decent sized city. If you are looking for that, you can find it.
Okay, cool. I would like to get. So hang on, I have a list. Excuse me. I would like to get some gelatin, some blank keys, like key cutting keys if they haven't been cut yet. I want those kind of keys. Some googly eyes. And I want some socks, please.
Okay. A gold piece.
A gold piece, please.
Can I trade a couple of my glowing mushrooms for it?
No, it's been several days since you picked those.
Never mind. Reese, do you have endless supplies of money?
They're not endless supplies. Also, before
Do you
leaving,
have one more supply?
Reese would have changed into a tan-skinned half elf with
Okay.
straight blonde
Oh,
hair
you're doing that.
and. Oh, I just do that.
Iris will pull at your skin and be like, demon.
When you do it, he kind of does that thing that he did with Scuff, where his skin kind of ripples and changes colors a little bit.
Demon.
I don't think he's a demon. It doesn't appear like it.
He's not denying it.
Demon.
No, a demon would deny it. Remember the other one?
Yeah, but that was a devil.
Very different.
Was it?
A bit different.
Are they different?
Okay,
I
you
think so.
Oh yes.
plainer
yes.
scholars.
Clearly know a lot about these things.
Indeed. Okay.
Iris doesn't look like he knows the difference, but he is sure there is one. He's like,
And that's half the process. You're halfway there.
We're gonna meet a demon at one point, and Aris is gonna walk up like, "This is not a demon."
this is not a demon. This is.
This, however, pointing at Reese.
Too obvious.
Also,
This could not
something
be a
that
demon.
y'all will notice is that no matter what shape he takes, he always usually keeps some shade of blue for his eyes.
Okay.
Neat.
Nice.
Okay.
And
So I look at
after
Reese and I say,
Please.
1 gold piece, please. Please.
What are you trying to buy?
I list off my items: googly eyes, gelatin, fake keys, and socks.
You could probably get it by with half the price. I think they're upcharging you.
Oh, okay. Downcharge me, please, merchant.
I'm not even going to ask for a roll with that attempt. So, no!
Oh,
Reese kind of peers over loose.
You do realize I'm working on New Year's Day? I have to make a decent living.
Fair enough.
Happy New Year, by the way.
Reese flicks just the single gold piece over.
Iris is getting ready to intimidate. He's like,
Save all your scary for the house in case we see someone.
So, after this brief shopping interlude, you lead the way, Reese, towards. Sorry, I downplayed. I didn't give it its full credits before. This place, it was called the Cold Shack Counting House and Repository, and it was a venerable bank, a fixture amongst merchants and wealthy in the city for many years, until the fire. You heard tell that adventurers may have been to blame, as they often are.
Collateral damage. What can you do?
Which of your D&D parties burnt this one down, John?
This is a new place.
We will be the ones who burn it down.
Yeah,
Again.
we'll do it again.
You can claim it. I mean, nobody else is claiming it, so you can say, yeah, it was us. Yeah, we did that.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you make your way through the streets, Reese, occasionally leading everyone off down a side alleyway as a contingent of mercenaries, the Earth Genasi mercenaries here in the city, come clumping by in formation. And you head on towards the streets there. Thank you for the follow. And you make your way towards where this counting house used to be. It is a bustling street. No one's really paying any mind to the old place. Not one of the main thoroughfares, but plenty of people walking around. You can see it's a two-story building made of stone and timber. Rather staid and simple construction, save for two stone lion statues that flank the front steps. The upper story has been damaged clearly by fire, with portions of the roof showing signs of collapse. The front doors are chained shut, and the windows are boarded up. How would you like to proceed?
Scuff would like to check the windows and just see if there's any that has like a little crack or crevice, a place to peer in.
Okay.
Reese would also like to, as well as look for secret entrances.
Noted.
I'm supervising Luce. Emma, you're muted. Yeah. Emma, you're muted.
Luce would like to look for mayhem opportunities, for example, by making an investigation or perception check.
Yes, give me a perception check, please. Sorry, Luce, what you were checking for? And you too as well, Scott.
Opportunities to cause mayhem.
Okay.
Okay,
think
and
that
perception
might-
is 22.
Yes.
25.
Nice. Okay, Reese, you think actually a distraction might come in quite useful if you're planning to break into this place in broad daylight, or you could interview a few people at the sites of the burglaries and come back in the evening. With those nifty new hoods of yours. Your choice.
I'll pitch the options to the group.
Yes. What say you, people?
Darkness
some-
is usually preferable.
Just reconnaissance now and mayhem later?
I agree
Okay.
with a reconnaissance now and mayhem later. The more we know before we enter, the better. The more prepared we'll be.
So,
Understood.
you lean back nonchalantly against the damaged lower floors of this place, but it's not burnt out here. You're not going to scuff up your robes at all. And you spy a likely target to cause a bit of a ruckus whilst your friends scope out this place, and with the attention drawn away from them, you see a tall male elf. Seems to be some kind of cartwright. He's wheeling along a couple of large wheels to attach to a cart, and you see further down the road there is in fact a workshop there with a cart up on some dollies there. And you
So can I just can I
Yes.
just confirm we're not going to cause mayhem now? We're going to come back later, So I'm just going to scout out
I think
some.
later would have the benefits of the cover of darkness. I think causing mayhem now to give them the cover to investigate would be a good idea.
Okay, understood.
Plus, newbie got
I
to
will
really
keep an
see
eye
what
on
this
them.
is.
You have Scuff's Blessing, which is rare when it comes to chaos.
Okay.
And you see this
right.
male elf walking along. He's like, you can hear him muttering to himself, he's like, "What a taradiddle!" And you kind of wrinkle your nose as he is wearing way too much cologne. Something smells foul.
Of course. Okay.
Oh, Arius, he's fascinated by
are these
devils.
carts-
It's like random
Are
PC
these
generator,
carts being-
NPC.
Love that. Are these carts being pulled by any animals?
No, the ones in the shop are still under construction, and he's just pushing these wheels along like hoops, just along the cobbles towards the workshop. He's still about 300 feet away from the workshop.
Okay. Gotcha. What I would like to do is I would like to try and sort of take a little bit of cover. If I want to just make sure I'm not very easily seen straight away. And then what I would like is to attempt to I want to attempt to blast all of the carts so that they go rolling down the street in a kind of chaos Mad Max situation. I would like to do this using either, I have both of these. I can either do Earth Tremor or Thunder Wave. Earth Tremor thinking that it might be able to rattle the carts at the bottom and start a butterfly effect. Thunder Wave thinking I might be able to use wind to do the same thing. I don't know what you think would be a better sort of way to go.
It's your choice. You think Thunder Wave? Thunder Wave would be more overtly magic, whereas Earth Tremor could be an earthquake.
Okay, gotcha. All right. I will use Earth Tremor, and I'm going to sort of it's 10 foot in area. So I would like to be just hidden near the carts.
Okay, give me a stealth check, please.
Somewhere I can do maximum damage. Ooh, okay, that's not bad. 16 plus 4, dirty 20.
Thank you. So yes, you make use of your diminutive form and the crowds, the small crowds, not too thronged here, but there are still a decent amount of people knocking around, and you hide yourself away nearby the workshops there. And you see this elf that you overtook on the way there to get ahead of them. You see them coming down the street, still pushing these wheels.
Sure. I'm going to, as this is my first disturbing the peace public prank, I'm going to take some googly eyes. I'm going to stick them on it as my little signature, and then I am going to just Earth Tremor and cause a stampede of wheels.
Well,
if I can.
You're going to put the googly eyes on and then retreat back into hiding, and you're waiting until he's going to put the wheels on before you do the tremor? Because as it stands,
Yes.
they would just collapse and stop still.
No, I'll wait for the opportune moment.
So
Okay.
you quickly sneak through and put these googly eyes onto the side of the wagon, and then as you hide away again, this elf comes just loping along the street, pushing the two wheels, and heaves them up onto the axle, and just as they clunk into place...
An Earth Tremor.
Can you read that for me?
Okay, you cause a tremor in the ground within range. Each creature other than you in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. It becomes difficult terrain, and each 5 foot diameter portion requires at least a minute to clear. Now, because it's a tremor and these things have wheels, I'm thinking that they'll sort of it just needs to be a slow start for the butterfly effect to begin, and things are going to just go.
Okay,
is my
so
vibe.
I'm curious, Arius, are you helping Scuff and Reese, or are you worried
I'm
about this?
watching I am watching Loose with my arms crossed, just like,
Okay. So you're gonna.
Loose.
Everyone can see the map, yes?
I actually turn to Arius just before I do this and just say, if you want to help with a prank, a little wind wouldn't go amiss in this situation.
I can see blackness.
I see dark.
Everyone should be okay.
I can
don't
see
have
the dark.
Just a moment, please.
That's okay.
I can cause harmless tremors.
Arius, can you see?
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Who's useless?
Who's this random
It's like-
dude?
How rude.
There's like some stairs in the ground.
Oh, I know what the problem is, Scuff. We need some daylight here.
I also cannot see.
Is that better?
Oh, there we go. There we are.
Oh, that means. Do you have night vision, Luce?
I am Eladrin, kinda. So my race is Eladrin, and they have.
What
Night
what does
vision.
what does it say on your character sheet? On your senses?
Says dark vision, shades of grey, 60 feet.
There we go. Let me fix that for you. Alright, and where's this? There we go. Excuse me, folks, I quickly get this sorted so we don't have this problem again in the future. Get rid of that one and use this one, please. Save. Alright, so, yes, Luce, there you go. You have the sights there, and I think. Well, the problem with Arius using their wind is, I believe, they're kind of hanging out by the stone statues of the lions here,
Okay.
Arius is
watching you
right
go off down the streets, unless they want to join you, in which case they would also need to
He
do the
wouldn't-
stealth and everything.
Yeah, he wouldn't stay too far, so I can roll a stealth.
Now, I think Reese and Scuff, are you going to go opposite way around the building?
Yes.
Yeah, you see that sticking out part just next to Arius on the wall.
Yep.
Yep, that's a window. So if you any spot any points that you see one of those, there is a window there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Scuff's gonna head over there immediately now.
So Arius, are you joining Luce?
Yeah, I rolled a 15 on stealth.
Okay, that is also passable. So you make your way down there, and you are hiding as Luce creeps out to put the googly eyes on and comes back. Luce, as you come back from that, you find Arius waiting there as well.
Hi.
Okay.
Boo. I will like to throw an arm around Arius and
If you can
with
reach.
camaraderie,
Okay.
if I can reach, and I'll pull him down to my height, and then
Ow. Yep.
okay,
Stuff.
and then
Reese, you seem pretty certain that something is going on, and said shenanigans have been instigated, as, with a slight rumble at first and a vibrating of the sand and pebbles, a rumble starts to form in the street beneath your feet, and a couple of tiles slide off a nearby roof. There's a cry "Ah!" as it crashes down onto the street nearby someone, and people run for cover. Okay, Liz, what happened? What's Baz doing?
oh, I'm just acting.
Oh, I see. I thought Baz was up to something. And you see people dashing this way and that, and
He is now.
the cartwright is like looking around. He's like, oh goodness, what is this? What is happening? And then with a ponderous, the supports that were propping up the wagons collapse under the vibrations, and they crunch to the street and ponderously start to roll. The cartwright's like, no. It's like holding onto it.
Yes,
He's like trying to
yes,
put it,
yes,
but
yes.
the weight of the wagon is pulling it behind him. And Scuff, Reese, as you slip into the alleyways on either side of this burnt-out building, you see an elf, for all intents and purposes, water skiing behind a freewheeling wagon as it disappears off down the fairly steep path here, the roadway here, He's just like,
That's our cue, I guess.
Pulled along behind the wagon. Stop! Please stop! Please stop!
No.
And you two are being sneaky beaks there, and as the magic fades and the effect fades, Scuff and Reese, you creep into the shadows of the nearby alleyways.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Let's see.
there he
Scuff's
goes.
gonna have a look at this window over here. See
Okay.
if there's any creaks or cracks.
Yep. Can you both give me a let me just double check here. Can you both give me a perception check?
Will do.
Say 17 for
17.
Reese.
Nice. Okay. Both of you look carefully at these various boarded up windows, and both of you on both sides of the building there find ones that have cracks and slight deformities, and you can see through and peer into the darkness beyond. Now, Scuff, you're, with the higher roll, luckily, because you don't have the dark vision, you are also able to make out things here. Now, let me quickly check which rooms you're looking into. Okay, you're actually both looking into the same room from either side. It's just one large room at the front there. It's the front of house for the bank, as was. And as you peer into the gloom inside, you see pieces of wood, plaster, soot and stone littering the cracked marble floor of this area. A few torn padded chairs and an old divan. A couple of tables once served customers as a waiting area. To the northeast corner there is a carved wooden counter topped with an ironwork grill which forms a work area for the bankers. There are two doors in the north wall, which is to our left. This map is skewed, so north is west. Okay. So you are on the west side of the building, and Reese, you're on the east side. Okay. And so north is that way. And there are two doors on the north wall, and there is a sharp smell of smoke and damp emanating from between the boards.
I see no movements in there, right? Nothing seems to
You do
be out of the
not.
ordinary. Seems like this place is not being used. Not for a while, at least.
You're on opposite sides of the building, so you're just thinking out loud. Dear diary.
This place was not in use.
Does
Just
it
gonna head
seem
over to
like
the other window.
same? Does it seem like there's been any recent activity in terms of like any of the rubble being disturbed?
Actually, for the two of you, just so you actually see what you see, rather than just me painting a picture with my words, I will pop you inside the room so you can actually see what was there. So I'll put you just inside the window so you get that view. Boop, there you are, Scuff. And what for you? Boop. Everyone, we're using Roll20 with their dynamic lighting, so your view is the player's view, so you can see what they see. Sorry, there isn't a player version of the map with this little adventure we're having here, so it has numbers scrawled over it. Sorry.
That's fine.
You're like, my immersion is destroyed. Get out of here.
I'm very used to this. I've been using a lot of random maps, and they always come with scribbles.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I can't describe what's in area 2 yet. You can't see past that iron lattice work that's there in that kind of zigzag pattern there.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Scuff's gonna head to the next one.
Yeah, I'll pop you back out. And it has Explorer mode on, so it should still be visible. Yes, you can still see, but just grayed out.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. There we go. Okay, so you move on to that next window. Reese, you peer through there. Again, give me a perception check, please. Both of you.
I'm gonna use my advantage.
Sure.
Same. Not much better.
A lot better for me. That's a 19 as opposed to the natural 1.
Oof.
Sorry for denying you the natural 1.
If only it had been Scuff. That would have been interesting. More pranks going off in this alleyway too. Okay. Unfortunately, that reroll, Reese, as you do manage to find a way to peer through, shows you that you are still in that same room, just in the different corner of it.
Is there any way up to Area 2 on the map?
There are little kind of like little gateways. Yeah, there's a little door that you can see there on the edge of the counter. That thick white block there is a little kind of, the little swing doors that they have on the edge of the counters like that. But you can't see beyond what lies in the shadows behind the large grating and things there. And Scuff, what was your score again, please?
13.
A 13. Sorry, with your lack of dark vision, it's just because on this floor there's no broken parts in the ceiling and stuff, so this is still pitch dark in here. And I'm afraid you do not manage to make out particularly what's through that window there.
That's fine.
Our friend Kyle over at Plain Nerd Allies thinks that Sneaky Beaks should be the party name. but Kyle, they're the People's Pod of Chessenta. The PPC Unite. Okay. So, there are two. There's one there as well, Scuff. Went past one.
Yes.
I mean,
try this one.
Yeah, I think it'd be the same roll for both. And are you just going to keep moving around, Reese?
Yeah.
Okay. We will return to these adventurers after these messages. Arius, what are you selling? No. What's happening as this poor cartwright, is water skiing behind his rampant wagons? Luce, what you
I'm
doing?
just
You
watching
false-
I'm
false of
looking.
chickens.
I look like wide-eyed. When Luce does a prank, he gets this look about him where his eyes get like almost unnaturally wide, and he just like fixates on the person who's like been pranked. He's like, "Yes, run to your cart."
Are you into this?
Demon.
What?
Aris looks a bit disturbed.
No, nothing. This is all fine. I'm just having fun. It's
You
harmless
have weird
chaos.
kinks loose. Just trying to work you out.
What is a kink? I don't understand your words.
Even I know what a
Strange
kink is,
person.
loose. You definitely know what it is. He just keeps watching
No,
the
don't know what you're talking about.
Arius, you think it might be
should
a
we
good
maybe
idea
go and
once
check
now,
on-
Yes, now that the thing has happened there. Yes, Luce, please.
Do you think I eat a biscuit? Do you think maybe we should go and
They're
check
sharing
on
biscuits.
the others? Wow, where did these come from? They fell out of the guy's pocket, of course.
Tasty.
The cats are attracted to them. Luce would suggest they go over to find or like help Scuff and Reese in some way.
Oh yeah, I forgot what we were doing. Aris
Also,
starts stumbling off.
we need to flee
Okay.
the scene of the crime.
Yes, so the
Okay.
two of you slink away and make your way back to the steps. And people often sit on the steps here of the building just to take a rest and hang out and watch people go by. So the two of you wouldn't draw too much attention, just kind of hanging out there between the two stone lions at the front of the building. So let me just plunk you down there. Boop. And we cut to the cartwright, who finally comes to a halt as the wagons crump into the wall of a building on the opposite side of the street, much further down. And he's like, oh dear me, what was his catchphrase again? He's like, oh, what a taradiddle, oh, what a taradiddle. No bother, I shall have to call some of my friends to come and help me haul them back to the workshop. Maybe some of the watch or some of those no good mercenaries. Well, I shall have to go and find someone to help, but I think a little settling of the nerves. At least those yummy biscuits are waiting for me at the workshop. Dun, 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 dun,
Brilliant. Oh no.
And the two of you sat on the steps
I
and my biscuits!
I'll pass another biscuit to Arius and I'll look back up at the house kind of from the steps and I'll just say, "You're getting no used to life up here then?"
No.
Okay. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much are you enjoying having this adventure?
I would prefer it a lot more if people stop making fish jokes.
Really? Do those actually get on your nerves?
No, not really. They're just not that funny.
Haha! You laugh!
Is Arius's version of up in my grill, like up in my gills? He's like, right up in my gills.
Arius rubs his gills.
Sorry, excuse me.
It's just it's a bit drying up here. That's the only thing. But it's safer.
You think
Believe it
those
or not.
lovely gardens down by the river would be much nicer, Arius, but then there was all those pesky water genasi guards around the place.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, Reese, Scuff, back to you, my friends. One last check as we get to these last windows. Scuff, I'm going to put those two together where you are.
19.
Nice. Reese?
18.
Excellent. Both of you are successful then, as you peer through, and you spy a large room that was clearly once very luxurious. A thick tasseled rug covers the floor, now moth-eaten and stained. A large hearth against the north wall is choked with ashes. To the east, a dead fern sits in a glazed pot next to a large wooden desk, its padded leather chair torn with wisps of stuffing spilling out from the holes. And yeah, you if you wanted to investigate further any of these rooms, you'd have to actually be inside. But you are around the back now, away from the main street, nicely. Let me show you what you saw. Boop. Yeah.
Is it a nice place?
Now, both of you would be able to figure out from the distance you travelled round the back here that you have not seen the entirety of this. As you can see very clearly on the map, there's that dead zone in the middle there. Sneaky beaks. Sneaky beaks.
This looks like some sort of office of some sort. Maybe like a main office.
His Reese is like, bank managers. Worse than demons and devils.
Possibly they might just be devils. Sorry, demons.
I'd
No,
wager
all
those are definitely
yeah,
devils.
all the paperwork and everything, yeah, definitely devils.
Definitely devils.
Compound interest, definitely a conjuration of the Nine Hells.
Yeah.
Does it look like there are any easy access points from what we can see, or from what we've seen?
If a certain amount of force was involved, then these windows could be broken into. Yeah, I'm sure.
But if somebody's using it as like a base for of operations, does it seem like there's any way that they've been sneaking in?
Not on this floor, no. Interestingly.
This town does have a lot of bird people, so there might be birds flying from the roof.
Nice idea.
Can we look up and investigate?
Not from this vantage point, really. I mean, maybe if you climbed adjacent buildings or climbed this building. Maybe something to do at the night.
Yeah, Reese will kind of go around the back, assumably to meet up with Scuff and just essentially convey, like, I think that there's probably somebody. Odds are, we're gonna have to go up to get it.
I think so too. We were up high before. If we could get some possible binoculars or any ways of seeing for far distances, we might be able to get up into the roost and look down from above.
Maybe one of the adjacent buildings.
That could also work.
Reese,
After dark.
you can't help but think, is this your first heist where you've been in charge, as opposed to tagging along with someone else?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute.
Debbie's first
Get the lead. Been promoted.
Not the most high-profile of banks, but hey.
Yeah. Well, if it goes well, maybe we'll make Mum proud.
Maybe. Now, you make your way back round to the front where the others are waiting. So yeah, just feel free to wander around the outside there.
Yeah.
Ah! Come back. There we go. Whoa! Where's that disappeared to? Sorry, everyone. Come back. There we go. Okay, and yes, you come round and see Luce and Darius lolling on the steps there, and lolling. In olden and modern terms. Lolling and lolling. Muted.
I want to look over at Arya before as I see the others coming, and I'll just say, this conversation is on pause for now. I am curious. You are muted, I believe.
For now.
Okay, and you come round the corner and see your friends there and all come together. Now, you communicate to them that you think it might be best to come back under the cover of night. How would you like to spend the rest of the day before we leave Chessenta for a while, and we will return next time under the cover of darkness?
I'm a pet a kitty. That's my pet.
There you go. I mean, you could just rest up or go and prepare some stuff, or there are the burglary sites if you wanted to see if there are any witnesses or anything.
Definitely want to investigate the sites.
Right, I think the Scuff would definitely think to do that, right? So yeah, using Reese's map, you travel around to the various spots. The first place was a.
In fact, while traveling there, could Scuff don the guard's uniform so he could do some talking to people in the area?
It's not a uniform you've seen used anywhere in the city here.
Okay, yeah.
It was more out on the roads.
I was thinking it would probably look less suspicious to be a guard investigating these places than just a normal person.
Indeed. But yeah, I think it would be a bit strange. The first spot is a female half-orc who was robbed of some trinkets. Luce,
Hello.
would you be so kind as to roll me investigation or persuasion?
Ooh, let me think. What's better? Well, I'm gonna go for investigation.
Okay.
It's not amazing. It's gonna be a 10.
Okay. You don't seem to be asking the right questions, and she's not certain how she can help, and doesn't really offer up anything useful information-wise, I'm afraid.
Right.
And you
That's
nod
fine.
thanks, and carry on to the next one.
I slip a key into her pocket and then I leave.
Okie doke. The next port of call is a male human, a janitor by trade, it seems. Arius, could you roll me an investigation or persuasion?
I don't know if I'm great at either of those. Hold on, let me just check what Arius would do. So investigation. Oh no, persuasion's +2. All right, let's do that. Just a 10.
10 total?
The 10, yeah.
Okay. Again, you try and make conversation with this stupid human, but they ill-advisedly make too many fish jokes, and you just give up and stamp away.
I leave
you
before
find-
I start swinging the hammer. I'm like, right, that's it. Don't talk to me or my guilds ever again.
Don't make me screw
Right.
the
Oh
head
my
on
God.
this. Okay. The next port of call. Surely one of these people saw something. Scuff, roll me that dice, please. Investigation or persuasion as you talk to a female tiefling astrologer.
Lazarus.
+1.
Lazarus, no.
That's a 3, so no.
Private
doing
investigators
so well.
extraordinaire. Yes.
Oh yeah, we are really good at this.
We're really not with it today, guys.
I feel like I just approached some old
Someone
lady
use
and she
three.
just tells me about her cookie recipe for like ever. And
This
their
tiefling,
knitting and their children.
this tiefling only speaks
Good.
deep speech, unfortunately.
Oh,
mutters,
good.
mutters something about the great cold one emerging from the stars in the near future to devour us all. And you're like, oh, thank you very much. Yep,
Lovely.
goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye. And
yep, nope.
last but not least, Reese, please make me a
Please,
persuasion
please.
as you
Go on, Reese.
come up to a female half-elf.
That's a 17.
Yes,
Hey!
Reese. Yeah, we can rely on you.
With that roll, you get 2 pieces of information, I'm happy to say. Let's see here. Okay, so...
Very fitting that the one who's actually, you know, the thief-like character is the only one to actually get information out of people.
Yes.
Yep, it
You
checks out.
hear from this half-elf that apparently the robberies only occur at night. All of them only happen, you know, the one that they've clearly been talking to each other as well, and it only happened at night, and 3 of the victims, because let's say you went by maybe some of those bad rolls was because of this, 3 of the victims were actually killed. The later victims, the ones you're speaking to here, are the earlier ones when the robberies first came on the under the attention of the guild, and 3 of them were killed and robbed of all of their valuables, pouches and pockets torn open, and any valueless items just left scattered near the bodies. The bodies were covered in small bruises, as if beaten repeatedly or pelted with numerous small objects, but no such objects were found at the scene. And then the last piece you get, this half-elf goes a bit kind of like starry-eyed and a bit batty, and they sound like they are a bit traumatized by the experience, but they swore they saw a monkey in the vicinity of the robbery. And yes, this monkey was seen running through the streets or jumping across awnings of nearby buildings. And one of the others, and this is the role was to see if you get information from each of them. So you got this information from a couple of the different people that we've just talked to. One of the other ones reported hearing a large rattling, kind of metallic sound.
That's just me walking around.
During the robbery, so are you admitting guilt?
I plead the 5th.
Scuff.
It was me all along. Scuff.
So, as you gather this intelligence and head back to a tea and hookah establishment of the AH variety, not the ER, and you sit down for small glass cups with intricate metal holders of very dark, very
It really just got
strong
that.
tea. Stop.
Luce is like, what?
What?
Hey, Thamio, we're just wrapping up. And you sit down and discuss all these different facts and what's going to be awaiting you as the night draws in and closes over this scene. And we shall leave you in this terrace cafe, puffing away on one of those tall many piped smoking devices and sipping this very strong tea and discussing what lies ahead for your endeavors. And you will return, as we said, under the cover of darkness and see what is going on in this burnt-out bank as we return and join these adventurers once more. Next will be the last one in Chessenta for this year, which will be December 17th. Yes, everyone's okay?
Oh.
Yep, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last one until the new year, because we're not playing on New Year's Eve. And
If you can find another day, I'm happy to reschedule it for a different day in the week, if that works. But obviously,
leave that
we can
with
talk
me.
about that maybe
Yeah,
offline.
definitely. Yeah. Okay.
Because I would love to play again if we can.
Everyone, yes, likewise. Everyone, please do keep an eye on the Twitters and the Discord. As I have said, if you are hanging out with us, as so many have today, thank you so much. Hasn't dipped below 40 the whole time. And it was way up in the 60s.
Thank you.
Another massive thank you to GM Workshop for coming on by with that massive raid at the start of the session. And thank all of you for sticking around, so many of you. And those of you who have come by, all of the lovely familiar names in chat. It's so good to see you all. Thank you so much for the inspirations and the subs and the bits and everything. It's been absolutely wonderful to have you all with us for our adventures today. And we will see you all again very soon. If you are able, please head on over to QuestJunkiesUK and join us tomorrow as we continue the Rodania Chronicles. Hey, Cory Moondown, so good to see you again. And we will be there over there, me as a player, not as the DM this time, playing with Patch over there, the creator of our beautiful introductions. And we will be playing over in Rodania tomorrow. Then Tuesday, we'll be back up in Icewind Dale for Rime of the Frost Maiden. Wednesday evening or Thursday morning, into the Underdark for Out of the Abyss. Off through the mists into Ravenloft for Barovia and beyond later on Thursday. And then that will lead us round to Friday next week, when there is not a Chessenta's Tyranny, but we are going to be live with the first episode of our first ever non-D&D game, as we, under the leadership of GM Josh, aka Firemore, aka Waku, the little
AKA Tolm, of course.
The little Cobalt sorcerer, as we are following him into the Deadlands. Come and join us in the Weird West and see just how bad my snake oil salesman American accent is, as we will be diving into a Deadlands mini adventure at Coffin Rock. I hope you can join us. I'm very excited, and we are joined by some fabulous people in that game, and we shall see them and all of you very, very soon. A massive thank you. If not already, please do consider giving us a follow, and I will shout you a Discord invite over in your Twitch whispers after we go offline, and we hope to see you over there as well. Chat some D&D, share any art or any projects that you have in our self-promotion channel, and it's always good to see all of the wonderful things going on in the community. And as always, a wonderful, wonderful time to spend with all of you, but it has to come to a close. Emma, have you got anything this weekend? Yeah, all the tabaxis are here.
This weekend?
Good thing cats are friendly, look at this.
No D&D on for us. We'll be offline until Tuesday.
Monday.
Then we're playing. Sorry, Sunday on
Monday and Monday.
Monday.
Okay, thank you. Chaotic Platypus, whose name was very, very much enjoyed by Scarlett earlier on when we were raiding before. Oh, what's gonna summon this? Newbie got this. Okay, good luck with that. Yes, I have work tomorrow as well, which is why I need to say a good night to all of you lovely people, I'm afraid. Do stick around as we go raiding somewhere. Let's spread that love, carry on the love, and if you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But until we see you all again very soon, a massive thank you once more. But until next time, as we like to say around these parts, what are you assuming to say?
Bye.
Bye.